Books, seminars, podcasts, the modern confidence industry generates billions of dollars a year promising to fix our self-esteem. Yet, collective self-doubt is at an all-time high. Think of your self-worth as a leaky bucket. You can pour in all the positive affirmations and seminars you want, but if the foundation is compromised, the liquid drains right back out through holes you don't even know are there. Low confidence is an active process, a series of subconscious habits of self-destruction that we execute on autopilot every single day. To find these leaks, we are going to run a 24-hour chronological audit. We'll follow a completely average person through a remarkably ordinary Tuesday to see exactly where the sabotage happens. Unless we locate and plug these hidden leaks, our standard daily routines practically guarantee a persistent state of inadequacy. It's 7 a.m. Before our subject's feet even touch the floor, habit number 1 begins: the morning comparison trap. This chart maps psychological stimulation. The flat baseline is your mundane daily reality. The erratic spiked line is a digital highlight reel. Scrolling in bed forces your brain to weigh your physical environment against curated perfection, creating an immediate sense of falling behind. Fast forward to 10 a.m. at the office. Someone brushes past our subject in the hallway, and our subject instinctively says, "Oh, sorry." This is habit number 2, the chronic apology reflex. This reflexive apology for taking up space acts as a subconscious framing mechanism. You are training your brain to categorize your mere physical presence as an inconvenience to others. This verbal shrinking perfectly sets up habit number 3, the posture of defeat. Notice how the shoulders roll forward and the chin drops to match the apologetic tone. The nervous system relies on a bidirectional feedback loop. When you physically collapse your frame, you send a biological command to your nervous system to manufacture feelings of weakness and subservience. It is only noon. Our subject has already spent hours physically and verbally directing their own biology to feel inferior, creating a massive deficit before they've even attempted any real work. By 2 p.m., the midday slump sets in. Seeking a distraction, our subject opens a news tab or scrolls a feed, engaging habit number 4, the toxic mental diet. Consuming a steady stream of outrage and fear-based media operates like eating refined sugar. It triggers a sharp spike in mental cortisol, followed by a severe crash that depletes whatever psychological reserves are left. At 4 p.m., a critical task needs to be started, but the anxiety generated by that toxic digital diet triggers habit number 5, perfectionism paralysis. Over-planning and overthinking serve as a psychological defense mechanism, a way to delay judgment that evaporates the remaining drops of self-belief. Look at this circuit diagram representing that infinite overthinking loop. To break it, we need a psychological circuit breaker. The 10-second rule bypasses the loop by giving you a 10-second window to take the first physical step, forcing immediate action. That late afternoon on productivity is a self-induced paralysis, cleverly disguised as preparation. The day ends at 11 p.m. Staring at the ceiling and trying to sleep, our subject falls into habit number 6, ignoring your wins. Instead of reviewing the day's achievements, they mentally isolate that one slightly awkward conversation in the hallway and replay it on an agonizing, continuous loop. This is the reticular activating system, or ARS, the brain's internal filter. Obsessing over minor mistakes weaponizes this filter, letting failure nodes pass through while actively blocking successes. As you drift off, the brain uses this data to permanently rewire your baseline perception of competence. By ignoring their wins, our subject ensures they will wake up tomorrow morning with an even deeper psychological deficit. The cycle of self-sabotage is sealed. Stepping back from this complete 24-hour cycle allows us to see low self-esteem through an entirely different lens. Low self-esteem is the mathematical sum of these normalized daily habits of self-sabotage. Removing these habits eliminates the need for massive life overhauls, expensive seminars, or complex morning routines. This is the philosophy of confidence by subtraction, simply stopping the 6 invisible leaks. You catch the unnecessary apology, physically correct your posture, immediately apply the 10-second rule, and actively acknowledge your daily wins. Once you plug these 6 invisible leaks, the effort you put into your growth finally begins to accumulate. Your self-worth stops draining away and finally starts to build.